Let us continue the slides now. Right, histogram. Now we are seeing about histogram, right? So draw histogram to the following data. So here the data is nothing but continuous data. Now we are going to draw histogram for this data. So before that we have seen bar graph and also double bar graph. Okay. So in bar graph, double bar graph is nothing but it contains only frequency distribution data. So not with a class interval, but this class interval only for histogram. Okay. Now we are going to see how can we draw histogram again. Okay. So look at the video now.
Now I am going to explain how to draw histogram to the given data. Right. So first I draw here x-axis, and similarly vertical line is nothing but y-axis. And look at here, in x-axis I took the units 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like that. And in y-axis I took 1, 2, 3, 4 continuously up to 70. Because look at here, the frequency is 5, 8, the minimum frequency is 5, the maximum frequency is 12. So that I took up to 17 nano, right? Now, first.
So look at here, the maximum frequency is 15, right? Not 12.
Right, the scale, right? So here x-axis 1 centimeter equal to, so here I took 10, 20, 30, 40, so 10 units. So 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. And similarly y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. I took like that. Okay. So next look at the data. In data, so 10 to 0 to 10, 5 is there. So here we can represent the class interval everything as in x-axis and frequency everything in y-axis. Right? So here 0 to 10, so 5 is the respective frequency. So here 0 to 10 is here, 0 to 10 is here, so 5 is here. So now we are going to draw a bar graph. Okay. So within the interval 0 to 10, the length of the bar is nothing but 10, that is 0 to 10. So this is nothing but your 0 to 10, right? And the next second one, 10 to 20, the frequency is 8. So continuously here, so 10 to 20. So you can start from here onwards up to, what is the frequency now? So 8 is the frequency, you can extend up to 8. So 8 is here, right? Just extend it and then to 20 only. So I draw another bar from 10 to 20. So next 20 to 30 is nothing but 10. So 20 is here and 30 is here. And what about the frequency? So frequency is 10. So just mark 10 here, right? So 10 is here. So wherever you completed the edge of the bar, so start on the edge of the bar, okay? So I'm going to start here on this. Then up to 30. So at 30, the end of this bar, and then connect it. So that is nothing but 20 to 30. Next to 30 to 40. So in 30 to 40, 15. So the frequency is 15. Therefore, so here 15 is here. So exactly the bar, the end of the bar is this line only. So it can continue up to 15 here. So 15 is here. So up to that. And similarly at 40. So this. So that is 30 to 40. Next to 40 to 50 is 12. So again start from edge of this bar, then up to 12. So 12 is here, 12 is here, right? So here and then 50, that is 40 to 50. So up to 50 here you can draw one more line, vertical line like this. Here 12 already there, so connected. So this one 40 to 50 up to 12, and in here 50 to 60, the frequency is 6. So 50 to 60, so frequency is 6, so 6 is here, so you can draw from here onwards like this, right, and then connect it. So the length of the bar is nothing but here 6, here 12, and here 15, here 10, So that's all. So that is the procedure for drawing histogram. And you may ask the question, so it is, whether it is like a bar graph or not. It is one of the bar graph only, but in bar graph, we have to draw the bars separately, right? And similarly in double bar graph, two bars we can draw together. But what about here? In histogram, everything comes continuously without gap anything. So, how can I define histogram now? So, and what is the difference between histogram and bar graph? So, in histogram, there is no gap between any two bars, but in bar graphs, there exists some bars, there is some gaps. That is the difference between bar graph and histogram. So, that is the procedure to draw histogram.
Right. So this procedure already you have known in our lower section itself. So how to draw histogram, right? So the main difference is the data of the histogram is nothing but it is a continuous data. So that's why the histogram having no gap between any two bars like bar graphs. Okay. And here also one more graphical representation is there. It is a continuation of the histogram only. So what is that? So that is nothing but frequency polygon. So here you are going to learn what is frequency polygon. So that frequency polygon is nothing but it is a continuation of the histogram. Okay. So listen here. So that is a histogram, isn't it? So here x-axis is nothing but year and y-axis nothing but that GDP, that is in percentage are given. Okay, so whatever it is, leave the data. So that is a histogram, right? Because the bars are continuously drawn here, okay, without gap anything, right? So that is a histogram. So how can we draw the frequency polygon? So now I am going to draw the frequency polygon for this histogram. Okay, so the procedure is, listen here, what is the length of the class interval of the first bar? 60 to 65. The length of the second bar 65 to 70. That is the respective class interval of the second bar. And what is the class interval of the third bar? 70 to 75. And the class interval of the fourth bar? 75 to 80. And the class interval of the last bar? 80 to 85. Right? So, everything class interval only. That's why it is called histogram. And how can we draw the frequency polygon now? So, before 60, so what will be the interval? So, here 60 to 65 and 65 to 70. 70 to 75. So the difference of the class interval is nothing but 5. Okay. So before 60, what will be there? 55 to 60. So 55 to 60. Okay. Now we are going to find out the middle value of 55 to 60. So how can you find out the middle value of the interval 55 to 60? That is nothing but we can add 55 plus 60 and divide it by 2. Okay. So we can find out the middle value. So 55 plus 60 is nothing but so 155, right? So 115. So 115 divided by 2. So 115 is divided by 2 is what? So 115 divided by 2. So 115. So divided by 2. What? So here 1 time. So out of 11, 5 2s are 10. So remainder 1 and 3. Right? 3, sorry. 5 2s are 10, remainder 1, 7 2s are 14 and 5 2s are 10. So 57.5. Okay. So before here, just mark 57.5 here. Okay. And the next we are going to mark the middle of 60 to 65. So how can you find out the middle of 60 to 65? Just add these two and divide it by 2 again. So 5 and here 6 plus 6, 12. So 125. So if you divide it by 2 means what will happen? 125. So 6 2s are 12 and 2 2s are 4 and 5 2s are 10. So 62.5. So the middle is nothing but 62.5. So it may be here 62.5. So you can mark that is on the bar. That is the middle of the bar. And similarly here also note down the middle of the bar. Similarly here also middle of the bar. And here also middle of the bar. and here also mark middle of the bar. How can you find the middle of the bar? Means add these two and divide it by 2, and add these two, divide it by 2. That is the central value. Now I'm going to connect all the middle points with a polygon. That means with a polygon means a line. Okay, so just without keeping scale, just you can draw with your hand itself. Okay, like this. So it will exactly meet. Okay, and here like this, and then like this, and then connect this here, and finally what about the last interval? So 85 to 90. So that also you are going to find out the middle value and then extend the arc up to that. Okay, and then keep it that particular interval. So this line is nothing but frequency polygon, right? So did you understand now how to draw the frequency polygon? So first we are going to draw the histogram to the given data. Then after drawing the histogram, we are find out the middle of every bar. Then after that we have to connect with the curve like this, and you can connect the front of the bar and also the succeeding of the interval of the bar also, right? So here in front of this interval 52.7, that is 57.5 is there, and after ending the bar, the next middle of the interval is nothing but something will come. Okay, so you can connect that also. So that is a procedure for drawing frequency polygon, right? So so far what and all we have seen. So graphical representation and different types of data, right? And then how to find out that is how to take the data, everything. Okay, so once again we can repeat everything. So under statistics, 3 main phases are there. One is collection of data, and another one classification of the data, and third one analyze the data. So classification data, under that primary data, secondary data are available. After collecting data, we have to arrange it in a certain manner. So they are called raw data, frequency distribution, continuous data, or grouped data. So after arrange the data, we have to classify the data, that is analyzing the data. How can you analyze the data? So many techniques are available. So we have only one technique in our textbook, that is measures of central tendency. Under that 3 topics are there: mean, median, and mode. So here we are going to find out mean, median, and mode for only for raw data. Okay, not frequency distribution and not for continuous data. That is not in our syllabus. But for mean alone, first 2 types are available: raw data and also frequency distribution, not continuous data. Okay, so we found mean value, median value, mode value for all the raw data, and we found mean value for frequency distribution data alone. Alright, then after that we have seen so many types of graphical representation. Okay, so that already your earlier classes you have seen pictograph, bar graph, double bar graph, pie chart. Okay, and histogram also. So here what you have seen today, a new representation of the graph is nothing but frequency polygon. So how can you form a frequency polygon, or how can we draw the frequency polygon? It is simple. First you can draw the histogram for the given data. Then after that you can connect all the mid value of each bars. Not only the bars, so before, in front of the first bar, and after the last bar, right? So if you connect all the midpoints with a curve, then that curve is known as frequency polygon, right? Just to go through the video at least twice, then only you can understand every concepts and every diagrams, everything. And suppose if you have any doubt, just ask me, right? And just this lesson is going to go over. Okay, so we are going to see in the next lesson, right? In the next session, right? So thank you.